hello, you've caught me fresh out of tea bags, which with me being British and all is a very big problem. It's okay though, because I can buy more without even having to get off the sofa. Confirm order, yes. Oh man, I love living in the 21st century. Imagine having to go to the shops. You'd have to use your legs and everything. In addition to shoppers, us gamers have it nice and easy nowadays, with convenient, time-saving innovations becoming so prevalent we now just expect them as standard. Here are 7 gaming mod cons we totally couldn't live without. First up, Autosave. It's been around seemingly forever now and is so ingrained into the architecture of modern gaming that when you see that message at the beginning of all games, you know, the one that says don't turn off the power when you see this symbol, you essentially don't see it, do you? It's just part of the standard load-up sequence for every title ever. Publisher logo, fancy developer ident, don't turn the power off when you see this symbol, menu screen. It's only when you go back to an old classic and encounter save points that you realise how spoilt we've all become. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII again recently and trying to get your head around the fact you can't just turn it off whenever you want, or more accurately, explaining to other people you can't just turn it off whenever you want.
Robert, can you come and watch the dog, please? I need to leave my appointment with the osteopath.
Can you just give me 3 minutes?
I don't care about your stupid game, Robert. Just pause it and get down
It's
here
a cutscene, I can't pause it!
Now, of course, you could play Final Fantasy VII on PS4 with the wonderfully helpful Suspend Resume feature, meaning that you can just turn it off whenever you want. And then when you're ready, you don't even have to load the game. It's just on, ready to go, exactly where you left off. Ooh, present day, you are naughty. Next up, high definition visuals. Not massively important, you might think. I can still play my old favourites in standard definition, no problem. But there is a problem, and it's that our memories of these games are in high definition. Play the remaster of Resident Evil 4 on PS4 for instance, and you'll probably look at it and think, well, of course it looks this good. It always did.
It's like when we all made that initial transition from VHS to DVD.
I can't see any difference whatsoever.
Why am I not surprised?
You only notice the difference when you go back and see what your favourites used to look like. Your memory is the ultimate pair of rose-tinted spectacles, looking back on all the games you used to play with a nostalgia-powered HD filter.
I play loads of HD remasters, Final Fantasy X, Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, the Jak and Daxter trilogy, and I like to tell myself it's because I can't be bothered to dust off and plug in my old consoles, which is partly true, but really it's because we don't do standard definition in this house.
Entry number 3 is Standardised controls, which sounds exciting, doesn't it? Like something you'd see emblazoned on the back of the box next to all those glowing review scores. But seriously now, this is such a massively helpful thing that again has become so accepted we now just don't think about it anymore. Example, you boot up a new first-person shooter. Do you look at the manual? Do you go into the options to check the controls? Of course you don't, because you know the camera is controlled with the right stick. Aiming is L2, shooting is R2, sprinting is R3, grenades are on R1, reload is square, jump is X, and crouch is circle.
It's like driving a car. You have to get used to the feel of a new vehicle, but once you can drive one, you can pretty much drive them all.
We just don't need to think about learning new controls anymore, but do you remember back in the day when some games put the camera on the shoulder buttons? And firing a gun was maybe like square or something, and jumping would be circle.
In fact, I seem to remember in Metal Gear Solid 4, the confirm button, the command you use to perform basic interactions, was triangle. Triangle. Everyone knows triangle is video game for menu.
Basically everything is the same now and it's way better. That awkward transition from one game to another essentially doesn't exist anymore, and you can chop and change whenever you like, much to the delight of everyone's recently evolved, social media conditioned 7-second attention spans. A joke I've bravely made 5 minutes into this video, so anyone it offends will have long since gone. Entry number 4, Hotkeys. Let me demonstrate why these are so invaluable. Here's me changing an equipped weapon in Vagrant Story, a game from 16 years ago.
Literally every time you encounter a different enemy.
And here's me changing a weapon in Final Fantasy 15 episode Duske, a demo of a game from the future.
Now that is some real-time weapon change.
Oh man, hotkeying is a lifesaver. The ability to change equipment or use items at the touch of a button, usually one of the 4 directional buttons, just makes life so much simpler. Ratchet and Clank, you don't have to constantly pause the game to access the weapon wheel. Mass Effect, fire off your favourite powers without combat being broken up by menus. Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, no more trudging through separate item and weapon menus every time you want to change, items and weapons.
Honestly, the nonsense we used to put up with. Sometimes you'd spend more time in the inventory than actually playing the game.
Some people say they like tinkering with their setup for hours on end. Those people are liars. The best inventories are like the best badges. You hardly ever see them.
Yeah, and what are you going to do about it?
Entry number 5 is Cloud Saves, a wonderful invention that spares you the agony of turning up at your mate's house for a good old-fashioned session of beating the crap out of each other in Tekken, only to realise too late that you've left your memory card in your PlayStation at home.
PS2 games even had little memory card holders inside the box, which is a great idea, only I can say with absolute certainty no memory card I owned ever found its way in here.
On the floor, yes. In the washing machine,
Why is this broken again? I'm sick of having to phone Curry!
yeah, twice. In the purpose-built plastic holder inside a PS2 game box, lol, no. And that's why cloud saves are the absolute best. I can capture stuff using the Office PS4, secure in the knowledge my save from home is nice and safe, hovering about somewhere in the metaphysical realm of cyberspace. And the fact I don't even have to remember to upload it and my PS4 just does it all for me.
Here's to not having to do anything ever.
Number 6 is the share button because I just cannot help myself. I see a pretty thing, I have to let everyone on Twitter know I've seen a pretty thing. Scored a great goal in PES, share, share, share. My followers are obviously dying to see it. The share button slakes my thirst for showing off basically, and it's become such a massive part of my gaming life that literally through a lightning sharp twitch of muscle memory, my left thumb darts upward on my DualShock 4 the second I see a nice bit of lens flare.
I think it's great personally, and way better than the old days where if you saw something cool in a game and wanted your friends to see it, you had to do this. Dave, come and see this. Look how much damage my new weapon does.
Yep, very nice.
Dave, come and see this. I've got a green one now.
Excellent.
Dave, come and see this. I've got this new game now. Got it before you.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that one anyway.
It's got stunning motion capture CG cinema segments seamlessly integrated into gameplay.
Rob, good for you, but I
I'll
really
call
don't
you
care.
when they come on so you can see what they look like.
Final entry now, and do I really have to explain the magic of wireless controllers? No, of course not. Instead, I'm going to remind you what life used to be like.
Yes!
When did you last save it?
About 4 hours ago.
They'll invent autosave one day.
There we go, 7 gaming mod cons we totally couldn't live without. If you can think of any others, let us know in the comments. Leave us a like if you're one of those cool people that does that. And subscribe for more of these videos every Friday. Thanks for watching.